Hello, my name is Noah Williams from Alexandria, Virginia. Very fortunate to have been blessed with another opportunity. This will be my second solo show at the Art League Gallery. I've had a pretty long history of displaying work down here, and I wanted to, with this particular show, I wanted to do a show with my mask. I came up with Ancestral Callings because I feel like with my mask, I had this connection. I feel that like my ancestors communicate with me through my mask. And you'll notice with some of my masks, some are more fierce than others, some are a little bit more scarier than others, but then there's others that are a little bit more subtle, but it all depends on that energy that comes with me when that idea comes with that. And of course, it obviously changes as it goes along. I might particularly have one idea, but as I'm working on it, the energy might change with that, and I have to just go with that. I might draw it out. Sometimes I don't draw it out, and sometimes I'm just going off of the top of my head. A lot of my items are discarded items, recycled materials. There was a period that a lot of people were donating stuff, but I kind of had to stop that because it got to a point where they were just dumping their trash off to me. And over the years, I feel like I've evolved with my sculptures. I don't need big materials to be able to construct what I'm doing now. It's kind of, it's simple for me now, where before I was getting like big pieces of metal and it was heavy, and I really don't need that. I use a lot of banding material to use for the structure of the faces or whatever sculpture that I'm working on at that time, because I'm able to manipulate it easier. And then I'll use other materials to construct everything else for the details and stuff like that. I do like to use cowrie shells. I do like to use seashells. I do like to use animal bones, animal fur, feathers, anything that had life to it at one time, just to give that piece a little bit more energy and a little bit more power to it. It's definitely African influence, but I've never been to Africa. But I can definitely say that it's something that is deep within, there's a connection. I mean, it has to be because, one, I've never been, and I'm very influenced by African art and just the meaning behind it. But I remember when I first started, I always had a love for masks. I always thought masks were very powerful, and just when I started reading up on them and the meanings behind it and the energy that came with it, I wanted to do that. So that's when I started creating my own and just kind of evolving with that and got to where I'm at now with what I'm creating with my mask. The mask illusions, that piece actually, that was a love-hate relationship right there when I was working on that piece. That actually took me about 8 months because there was a period that I was so frustrated with it that I just put it to the side and I was working on smaller pieces. But I would sometimes not even touch it. I would just be looking at it. And in my mind, I'm cussing it out like, I hate your guts, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't flowing how I wanted to. And then I was just like, you know what? I remember taking the lips off and putting the material back on, a different type of material for the lips. And then I just started really rocking and rolling. And it really started coming together. It's one of my favorite pieces right now. But it was like I had to step away for it to really come to how it is now. The one piece, I can't remember the title of it, it's the one with the big bull horns. A buddy of mine, I guess he was cleaning somebody who was doing junk removal, and he was like, he found these bull horns, and I was like, man, give them to me, please. Like stuff like that is like, it's like finding money. Like I find something like that, because who's to say I'll ever be able to find something like that, you know what I mean? So when I found that, like the vision just came to me. It just how I was going to do it, and how like adding the nails, and it just was. That one I didn't have no issues with. That one I was just like on it, and it was flowing, and it was just like it was extremely exciting. I just want people to have they feel that they've never seen what they see, like it's new. I have an obsession with details. I'm like OCD with it. Like I always say, like, okay, you're done, but then I keep on adding more and adding more. But I want people to see the energy. I want people to see the power, and I want to see people to see the passion, because I love to do this. I mean, while I've been put on this planet, besides raising my children, but I'm here to create art.